Hey everybody, I'm Robbie from Detroit Driver, and I hope you're staying happy and healthy. Behind me is a very epic car that we're gonna do a full review on today. This is the BMW M850i Convertible. It looks stunning, it sounds stunning, the technology is super incredible. So this is gonna be a very, very epic day. Let's do it. So we'll start on the outside. You can obviously see the BMW headlights. You get these two circles here, which is classic BMW, and then we have some blue accents in there. We have the standard BMW grille with the logo nicely in the middle. This grille is chrome, but you can also get the chrome or the grille in black. Now, this car, because it's the M edition, we have not only these very nice wheels, but we also have the M brake calipers in blue. These come standard with the car, and after driving the car, they are awesome brakes. We'll move on to the back of the car. We obviously have the roof up right now, but we'll take that down in a little bit. We have the M badge in front of the 850i. The back looks pretty cool. We can see the headlights wrap all the way around here, and then the lane indicators or turn signals are right above that. This car looks awesome. We have the fuel gauge on the right side. Now, the handles are a little clunky, not gonna lie, but you know, that's all right. As we move on to the inside, we'll take a closer look from the other side, but we also have these sills that say M850i. They really don't want you to forget that this is the M edition, not just the normal edition. Now, what does the M edition even get you? So there's the base 800 series, the 840 or the 850i, and those are both around $100,000. I think the 840 starts at 97 and the 850 starts around 100. But this car is even better than that. This has the X-Drive series, which is basically BMW's better version of all-wheel drive and technology when it comes to stabilization. But it also has a emphasis on the rear wheels, which is better for performance. That's what this car is all about. As we walk up to the car, we'll unlock it using the key. Mirrors will open and it'll beep and we can get in the car. Let's see about this. Now, one of the coolest things, we'll go to the center console here and push the start stop button, and let's listen to this. That is pretty awesome. It's a hot day here, so we'll get the air going. But anyways, one of the coolest things is actually this key. So there's a lot of keys, especially on Instagram, you see these fake looking keys that are futuristic like this, but this is actually the real BMW key. So you have the trunk pop button there, unlock, hazard noises, and then the lock is the BMW symbol. But look at this thing, it's touchscreen, so we can swipe back and forth, vehicle information, the range, and some other presetting temperatures, which is pretty cool. Now, this key is wirelessly chargeable, and it just so happens that in this console right here in the center, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a wireless charging pad, so your phone as well as the key works here, and this little blue light turns on to let you know that something is charging, just like that. So, as we look around the rest of the interior, we have our BMW steering wheel here, 3 spokes, and we have these paddle shifters behind. This is a 12-some inch display for the gauge cluster, and then we have a little bit over a 10-inch display here on the center. Now, this is both touchscreen and controllable by the dial down here, so as we twist this, it kind of goes through the different settings. but you can do nav, media, and different settings like that. Pretty cool. You have some presets here. Your standard controls for the climate and stuff there. You have some other buttons down here. Traction control off, some video recording, looks like, parking brake, your start stop engine. And then these are actually the drive settings. So we have sport, which we're in right now. We have comfort, eco pro, and adaptive, and some other things here. So these are the heated seat buttons, and as well we have a heated steering wheel button up here. You have your unlock, your preset seats, and your window controls there. I'll open the door one second real quickly to show you the seat adjustments here. These seats can be adjusted in 6 different ways, which is pretty cool. And I mean, look at the quality of these seats. So you can basically have any sort of drive position that you want in this car. Now, this of course is a convertible, so we have to put the top down. You can either do it by the key, or we can do it here from the center console. We'll just push and hold this button down, and you can take a look. All the windows went down, and the roof is gone just like that. And now we are open to the world. Pretty cool. Now as we get out, we have this wind deflector here, which is easily removable and kind of hides the joke of a back seat in there. I'll get in there right now to show you how that's done. So now I'm going to attempt to climb in the back. Let's open the door here, pull the seat back. It should go automatically once you go there. Then what you do is just to remove this, you can fold it down, open this up from the middle, and it's retractable just like that. But I'm just gonna kind of leave that there for now because I'm gonna put it back up. But this back seat is literally a joke. Look at this thing. I'm not even that tall. And let's see how close this goes back. Yeah, like, look, I barely even have any leg room. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to reach this. Look at this. Ow. That actually kind of hurts, not gonna lie. So we're gonna get out of here. Oh. Yeah. So, I'm not even that big and I could barely fit in there, so I don't know if anybody else is going to be able to. One really cool feature is this right here. This blows hot air on your neck. So if it's a nice cool evening and you want to go for a drive, it's not too cold. It'll keep you nice and warm so you can enjoy the top down. So next we'll take a look at the trunk, even with the top down. So you can either push this button right here, or we go to the back and you can simply just lift this up there and it goes up on its own. Now the trunk space is right now limited because of the convertible roof. Obviously you don't want to lower and raise the roof when there's too much stuff in the back, but we can see that this goes fairly far back. You could definitely fit some bags comfortably in here, so that's not a problem. And then when you want to close it, you simply push this button and then it closes on its own. Pretty cool. We can see here one of the cameras that surrounds the car. We'll see another one in the front. Now if we want to access the trunk, we can go back in here. And then with all BMWs, you have to pull this kind of section twice. That unlatches the trunk. And then I have this rag because it's really hot, but we'll lift this up and look at this glorious V8 engine. 4.4 liter, produces 523 horsepower, which is pretty cool. It says M Performance down the middle, and just look at this thing. That's pretty sweet. And then we'll close the trunk with a little bit of force, just like that. Now what we'll do is we'll put the car into gear. So we have the shifter here in the middle. You got to put your foot on the brake, obviously, push the unlock button, and then if you push it all the way up, we can see that the green light is now next to the R for reverse. So something cool about this is we have obviously the camera. We also have the surround kind of view here. Hopefully you can see this, but there's also a button up here called backup assistant. So then if we click that, then all I have to do is take my foot off the brake and the car will start going on its own. You can see the green lights flashing. You just have to monitor the brake. Look at this thing steering on its own. And I have to brake and it's pulling into the spot. You can see it go up here. Look how sweet that is. And likewise, to put it into drive, you would just have to hold down that side button again with your foot on the brake. It's in drive. Neutral's the middle, and to put in park, you just push the P button. Pretty cool. Now we'll put it back into sport, and then what we can do is, I think if we hit it again, we might be able to put it into sport plus. Sport individual, we can see on the gauge cluster sport plus. Then if we roll down the window and really rev the engine, you can hear those pop. That is epic. So we are in the M850i now, taking it for a drive. This car just sounds absolutely incredible. Listen to this crackle. So of course, limited time in the cabin, so I'm only going to keep it in Sport Plus, but there's comfort in Sport, but Sport Plus is obviously what I want to do because it just sounds incredible. So the car drives really well. Obviously, I can have a really good seating position because the seats are amazing, and it's a convertible, so like this car is just epic. Now, this car is meant to be a car that you can daily drive, of course. Even though the back seats are pretty impractical, they can store stuff and the trunk's decently big. So this car, you know, you can drive it every single day. You can't pick up big, you know, refrigerators or stuff from the store or tables or anything, but this car definitely fulfills its purpose. Easily drivable. I can put it into comfort and it makes no noise whatsoever. And you can just drive it to work or drive it wherever you want to go. But when you want something flashy, something exciting, you just click it into Sport Plus and it sounds ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So this car goes 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, and we're gonna get a second. We're gonna get to try that out in a second here. The brakes are very nice. I mean, they're very grippy. Not too grippy that you like jerk your neck forward when you brake, but like these brakes are just incredible. So hopefully we'll get the chance to accelerate right about here, but honestly, there's not much I can complain about the driving. I mean, how fast do you want a, you know, a GT BMW to go? Like, it doesn't need to go ridiculous, but as we'll see here, it goes plenty. That was 360 just in that, which is I mean, you can't not smile when you're doing that. It's just so much fun. And then when you go like this and you get the crackle in the back, it's, I mean, it just gives you this excitement. Now, obviously, being a BMW, I think the styling's amazing, and a lot of other people do too, but it's not a car that stands out on the road. You know, unlike the Aston Martin that I drove last time, it just, here, we're gonna avoid whatever this is. Now we're not. Unlike the Aston Martin that I drove last time, it's, here, we'll put that in comfort too. It looks like there was an accident up here, unfortunately. But yeah, unlike the Aston, it doesn't draw that much attention. There's, I mean, even me, I would have never expected a sound like this to come out of this car. You know, if this was lined up with a bunch of other things, I don't know if I would pick this out of anything else to sound quite as amazing as it does. So if you kind of want to blend in, it's not that bad of a car. I mean, it doesn't still blend in with everything else, but as far as sporty car goes, this is pretty cool. So now we're gonna put it back into Sport Plus, and we'll accelerate at this light when we get the chance. Here we go. Oh, that's awesome. This car is just insane to drive. So, if you want a great driving experience, this car is, it gets not one, but 2 thumbs up from me. So, that's the wraps. So what did you think of the BMW M850i Convertible? It was a ton of fun to drive. It looks amazing and it sounds amazing. Is $120 some thousand too much? I don't know, but honestly, it just comes down to what you guys think. If you're a diehard BMW fan, I'd be pressed to find a better car than this one. So, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm super thankful for all of you guys that are engaging with the channel, and I really hope you loved this review. Also, I wanted to specifically say thank you to the owner of the car. Very generously let me have this car, let me film 2 different videos with it. So, huge thank you to him as well. So, again, let me know what you think of this car. If you like it, I'll try to find other cars similar to it. But until next time, I can't wait to see you then.